Tennis Australia is holding the biggest event with $23 million in prize money at the Australian Open. For the first time this summer, the United Cup will also be held. This signals the biggest makeover for tennis. And with spectacular prize money to top it off, this tournament is a much-awaited event. What's the event format? Are the players excited? What does this mean for tennis's future? All this and more in today's video. Stay tuned. Starting off, we'll be discussing that Tennis Australia is announcing a $23 million tournament for the summer. First up, it's the biggest Australian event. This event's gathering emerging stars and professional athletes from all around the world to give a unique experience to their players and fans. The United Cup is a major leap towards the future of tennis. Both women and men would be competing against each other, and it'll be a season like never before. The players will be representing their countries internationally at the tournament. The United Cup is held in 3 big Aussie cities, Brisbane, Sydney and Perth. The Tennis Australia boss, Craig Tiley, said the United Cup presents a unique opportunity to unite both the men's and women's tour in a brand new way that has never been seen before. This event is a throwback to the Hopman Cup. The Hopman Cup was also a mixed-gender tournament that originally started in 1989 in Perth. After 30 years, the Hopman Cup was discontinued in 2019. In 2020, the ATP Cup was launched, but it was a men's-only event. The upcoming United Cup is a replacement for the mixed-gender Hopman Cup, and the fans have shared their excitement over the announcement. Well, it's time for a face-off. Following that, what's different this time in the most awaited United Cup? The fans were disappointed with the cancellation of the Hopman Cup, but the upcoming summer tournament has raised their spirits all over again. This revival of an international tournament is inviting the best players from around the world to compete side by side in the cities of Australia. Every team will have 4 women and 4 men. Now this is interesting since several guest stars will unite to play, such as Ajla Tomljanovic, Nick Kyrgios, or Alex de Minaur pairing for Australia. In total, 18 countries are competing in the tournament. This starts on December 29th and will last 11 days until the 8th of January. The finale will be held between the 6th and 7th of January in Sydney. All 3 cities, Brisbane, Perth and Sydney, will be hosting 2 groups of 3 countries each in a round-robin format. 2 women's and 2 men's singles matches will be happening and the doubles as well. The winners from each group, the 3 city winners, and the group stage's best team will then be facing off in Sydney for the Final 4. It's the largest opportunity for the ranking points for the players before the Australian Open tournament. Let's see who holds up the cup. Not to mention, Tennis Australia is bossing the United Cup. While the tournament may seem like a makeover to revive tennis, and you would think it wouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things, it's a huge leap in the sport. The United Cup is trying new formats and using countries as a spark to add fire to bring international support and attention. Not to forget, the prize money and the ranking points are also at stake. So the players and fans are equally thrilled about the upcoming event. Craig Tiley is also excited to host this cup. He considers it a huge opportunity for players to represent their countries internationally. Oh, we've got a little inside news for you. The tournament is backed by the Women's Tennis Association, also known as the WTA, Association of Tennis Professionals, which is known as the ATP, and Tennis Australia itself. These 3 institutions have joined forces to make the largest tennis event ever seen possible. The event is single-handedly bringing together everyone for the upcoming summer. The bosses of WTA, Steve Simon, and ATP, Andrea Gaudenzi, are pleased with the proceedings. But it seems Tennis Australia has a larger say in how things will be run. Up next, what do the players think of it? Organizers continue to sing and applaud through different announcements and baits. But what matters is how excited the players are about all this. Fortunately, they're fully on board with the idea of the upcoming event. Their feedback has been superb. Nick Kyrgios told the Australian press that it's a great initiative, and he also recalled his Hopman Cup wins as one of his coolest memories. As we now know, the United Cup has gathered male and female players from 18 countries in a team of 4. Many potential players joined the tournament from different countries. The United States has 15 women star players. For that, we've got a tiny list for you. Jessica Pegula, Madison Keys, Coco Gauff, and Danielle Collins. Male players have Francis Tiafoe and Taylor Fritz, making up many combinations. Canada has a pool of great players too. Denis Shapovalov, Leylah Fernandez, Bianca Andreescu, and Felix Auger-Aliassime are among the top players. Not to forget the Hopman Cup 2019 winners, Roger Federer and Belinda Bencic. Sadly, because of the ongoing war in Ukraine, Russia and Belarus are banned from the tournament. This means Aryna Sabalenka, Daniil Medvedev, and Andrei Rublev are unfortunately sitting out. Alas, we're missing out on some good players. Lastly, is it really an improvement or a makeover? This question has come up ever since the lackluster ATP Cups ran between 2019 to 2022. After the Hopman Cup was cancelled, the ATP Men Only Cup disappointed the fans, but as the news of the upcoming mixed-gender tournament spreads, the fans have shared their excitement and taken the tennis community into an uproar. In the last tournament at the Hopman Cup 2019, Serena Williams and Roger Federer were face-to-face, which was a much-anticipated game. The fans are hoping for such a thrilling comeback once again, but some people can't help but doubt whether it's just a makeover to demand international attention and support from the tennis community. Given the prize money, player excitement, and ranking points, this appears legitimate and paves the way for a bright future in tennis. The United Cup is the latest and biggest team tournament, but what's all the hype about the United Cup? The United Cup is a new tennis tournament that'll be hosting males and females, ignoring all the differences. This event is replacing the ATP Cup, which started in 2019 and was only a men-only tournament. The event is being held in Australia as the perfect kickoff to the upcoming summer. Through round-robin matches in 3 cities, Brisbane, Perth, and Sydney, the winning top 4 players will be playing the finale in Sydney on January 6 to 8. So basically, each city will have 3 countries playing. The winner of one city will square off against the winner of the other city. After this, the winners from each city and the best performing team will be playing the semifinals, one step nearby to the amazing win. And then the grand final in Sydney. More importantly, when is the United Cup starting? The United Cup is going to be held between the 29th December and the 8th of January. Over these 11 days, Australia has a guaranteed team playing in the tournament. The other 12 countries will be decided based on the WTA and ATP ranking of the top 6 men and women players. The organizers further informed that the next 6 teams will qualify based on the best ranking men and women players combined from the same country. We've got some hunches that Spain is definitely going to be among the top ranking of the 12 countries. They have the world's top number 1 and 2, 1-to-1, Carlos Alcaraz and Rafael Nadal. They also have 4 other star players ranking top 40 in ATP. In the women's group, they have Paula Badosa with an ATP ranking of 12. Well, Spain seems all packed in for the tournament. In contrast, Greece has Stefanos Tsitsipas and Maria Sakkari in the 5th ranking in men's and women's players. They've no other player in the top 100, so their chances are slim. But let's see if they may qualify for one of the 6 nations. Coming up, how's the United Cup different this time? Fans keep on wondering whether the United Cup is a reenactment of the failed Hopman Cup. The answer would be yes and no. Yes, because the United Cup is a mixed gender event like the Hopman Cup. It also involves singles and mixed doubles matches. No, in the sense that the Hopman Cup became a blown-up comedy playground as a tournament in the end. The United Cup is offering prize money of a total of $23.2 million and ranking points for both men and women players. This makes the tournament matches an actual contest, and Tennis Australia is serious about attracting talented players. The ranking points are up to 500 for the win, which is almost the same as many top single events in a whole year. With such a bait, the United Cup is definitely going to be filled with professionals from all around the world, as no one would miss this opportunity for sure. That's a wrap for today's video. Are you looking forward to the biggest tennis event? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching.